I figured it out. Welcome back. Welcome back. Live here in Cebu City, Philippines. I got anybody out there? I'm live. I got one viewer. That's my dad. I know he's on there watching me. You haven't made a comment yet, Pop. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me get off here. Sorry, guys. On the phone with my dad trying to figure this whole thing out. How's it going? All right, so I got this new webcam because the last time I did a live, everybody said that my video quality wasn't very good. So I wanted to show the new webcam off. I'm hoping my video and audio are both good this time. So last time it didn't come off very well again as far as video quality. Everything sounding good, everything looking good, guys. Again, coming to you live, Cebu City, Philippines. Gotta love the life here. Again, we're here at 10:36 a.m. starting up my second live. I'm actually using for this test run, and again, I want to make this a quick one. I'm actually using StreamYard, and with StreamYard, it made it easy for me to actually show the questions when you guys had questions. So you can actually see who's asking the questions and things like that. So I'm hoping going forward, this will be a lot better way to interact with everyone, so everyone can see each other's questions that I post, and so you know that I'm answering certain questions. Again, this is all brand new to me, so I'm still getting into the mix of things. Again, I just want to do a little test run to see how the new webcam's working, to see if it's clearer than the last time, and to make sure the audio is still working good. And of course, if you have any questions regarding Cebu City or the Philippines, I'm more than happy to answer any of your questions. I got a thumbs up from Heath. And I do have some quick questions because I'm not sure how this works. I tried this out with my dad using StreamYard for the very first time. He said he had to go through a lot of different options to be able to do comments. Do you have to have a StreamYard account in order to comment through YouTube using the StreamYard platform? How's it going, Jeff? How's 38 Park Avenue versus some of the other newer condos going up? 38 Park is by far the best destination. I mean, you can go to 38 Park. You can actually do Airbnb if you want to do like daily or weekly. I'm not sure what their options are, but I know that you can do weekly there, and you can also do monthly there, month to month. But again, I think 38 Park by far is your best option in my eyes. If you want to save some pesos, you can go directly behind 38 Park and go to Stay City. Again, it's STAY City, a brand new condominium complex that just went up. And again, it's so new, their pool's not even ready yet. So again, right now, 38 Park would be my destination. I would pick. But thank you so much for the question. Hey, John, how's it going, man? Again, John, I'm not sure if you saw my previous, I am still working on. Am I back up and working here yet, guys? Something happened. I don't know. Not sure what happened there. I am doing my best to work through the kinks. I know my camera just went frozen a few minutes ago. I'm trying to work on that now. Again, this is all new to me. See, from Kevin, how close are condos in Business Park to Ayala Mall? That's where I'm looking at. Thanks. Uh, the closest place I can think of, there's several in that area. The best would be very expensive though. There's actually a condominium complex that's actually attached to Center Mall. Again, that's the biggest mall in the area in Business Park, and it's actually attached. I'm not sure of the names. Again, I haven't done any walkthroughs those yet because they don't allow much access to YouTubers, for example. But again, there is a condominium complex that's actually attached to the mall. You can actually take your elevator straight into the mall from the complex, which is actually pretty cool. Again, I haven't done it yet. I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it on YouTube. As far as where I know that I've actually been to is Solanea. So you can go to Solanea and you can actually have access within about a minute and a half walk to Center Mall. Appreciate it, John. Again, I'm trying this new thing called StreamYard, and the reason I thought it was so important to try a different platform is with StreamYard, I can actually put up your comments and show who's actually talking. And again, I'm sorry for if we have any kinks today. Just trying to learn a new platform here. Here we got Dream Thread. How much should someone have saved before moving to the Philippines? That's all depending on your age. Do you have money coming in from Social Security? Do you have, already have a monthly budget coming in of some kind? If I were to say what you need to come over here, I'd look at how many years you have. If you're trying to do like me, you're trying to retire early to the Philippines, you're going to take, say, $24,000 per year and divide that into how much you have. And again, 24,000, you can live pretty comfortably over here in the Philippines. Again, that's $2,000 per month. And if you have that invested somewhere where you're earning some, either dividends and or an interest rate, you can live off, have a little extra on that 24,000. Here we go. The alcove is one of those that's attached to Ayala Mall. So there you guys. These guys are answering the questions for you. It's a nice place for far superior to Solanea. Good for my guys to know. Again, you can see it there, the alcoves. And again, it's attached to the mall. So you can actually go straight from an elevator straight into the mall from your condominium. So that'd be kind of cool. I appreciate it, Kevin. And again, I'm trying to get these comments coming up. Again, this is last minute, guys. And again, I apologize for last minute. I am trying a new platform again here using StreamYard because I thought it'd be kind of neat. As you see in your left-hand corner, you actually see people's comments when they come up. So I can actually copy your comment straight onto the screen so people can actually see who's talking and see my comments as well. Jojo, how's it going, man? Good morning there in the Philippines. How do you guys like seeing your comments on the screen compared to just doing a basic YouTube live? Again, thanks, John. I appreciate it. I don't think my dad's figured it out. So what happened was to start off the live, my dad got on here and I was trying to figure out how to do this with him. And he said, "Oh, you got to go through all these steps to set up StreamYard and it's not like a basic, YouTube live. He says, I can't do any comments here. I'm like, wow, this is not good. If everybody has to sign up for StreamYard just to do comments, I didn't think that would be very good. Jojo, when am I going to visit Thailand? I have got plans to come with friends here in the near future. I would say sometime within the next 3 to 4 months, I will make it to Thailand because I do want to make a trip over there. Most definitely. I've heard lots of good things. The good things I've heard, and again, you probably can answer all these questions. I've heard that the condominium complexes there are a lot nicer than they are here in the Philippines. And I heard there were less money for those nicer condominiums. And I heard the accommodations, as far as like amenities, were off the chain. Again, someone who's been there can answer those questions for me. That'd be great. Dream Thread, thanks so much, man. Either way works. Appreciate it, Kevin. I said I'm trying to get up the new platform and get it going because again, I think it's very nice to be able to show you guys on my actual screen. And again, I know I'm brand new with this. I'm trying to get this going for the first time. And again, I'm loving it. I mean, having you guys on here. Here, I got a question here. Got Arnold. Hybrid. I'm working on retiring around half the year in the Philippines and the other in the U.S. and traveling. I'm a dual citizenship by birth. My mom is Filipina. Your channel is great. Arnold, I appreciate it, guys. I mean, I appreciate you guys just coming up with the positive feedback on the channel. And again, I'm trying so hard to come up with ways to better the channel. And I thought that having this new platform using StreamYard would actually help out a lot. So you guys can see your actual questions. Again, when you go back and watch it, if you were to watch it later, if you're not able to watch the live, but when you come back and watch it later, you'll be able to see on the screen, the actual questions that are coming up. But again, that sounds like a great thing to me, Arnold, coming up and retiring here, half the year. I think that'd be a great thing. And you can actually travel to the other islands, see different places here in the Philippines. And if you want to shoot over to like Thailand or something like that, it's a quick plane ride. Again, I'm not sure if you guys knew, I just did my very first plane ride to Mindanao. I had never been on a plane for a domestic flight here in the Philippines. So that was my first flight. And I actually thought it was kind of neat to actually jump on the plane for. Now, again, I did it one way, both ways. I did it for $30 going there and about $35 coming back. So again, $65 round trip. So you tell me anywhere you can go in the U.S. for $30. I mean, I'd be surprised to see any flights for $30. And again, this is about a 45-minute flight in the air. Appreciate it, Arnold. Big thumbs up to you. And again, I'm trying to go away from the champions theme. Everybody wants me to come up with doing friends. So I'm going to try to start doing the friends thing here in the future instead of doing the champions. 57C Paul, I like seeing or hearing the questions or comments you're responding to. Glad to hear that. I'm glad to see that the StreamYard platform is actually working for me. I'm truly appreciating your comments. And again, I just thought it'd be a nicer platform to use using StreamYard for my lives so you guys can actually see the questions on the screen. Again, last time I got some comments from my dad were saying that, hey, you're answering these questions, but you're not seeing who's asking the questions. You're not seeing the questions themselves. So if a person was to go back and they were play it back, in the near future, they didn't get a chance to see the live or be a part of the live. Now they can actually go on here and actually see the questions being asked. Kevin, how's it going? Have you checked out any good gyms outside of the condo? I have not checked out any of the gyms. I got a little bit extra down here. I could probably take it in. Anytime Fitness is the place to go here in IT Park. Again, Anytime Fitness is actually over in the states as well. So again, you can get a membership in the states. I'm not sure how that works over here, but I know that you can get a membership here in the Philippines, and your membership actually works back in the States because I actually have friends that go to Anytime Fitness. Now, Anytime Fitness is on the 5th floor of Ayala Central Block Mall here in IT Park. Good question, C. Paul. It is not the same camera. I actually went out because you guys said that my camera audio, my camera video wasn't very good. I went out and got a new camera for you guys. So I'm hoping this one's supposed to come in 2K and 4K. So again, I'm hoping this actual video footage is actually better than the last time. The upscale Park Point is the other condo building directly attached to Ayala, as well as the Marketplace grocery store. Now, I've never been in either one of these two places you guys are speaking of. Upscale Park Point. Do you have any idea on pricing of the upscale Park Point? Again, I don't know how pricing works. Now, I've heard some extravagant numbers. I've actually heard it could be in the ballparks of like $1,000 a month. Now, I'm not sure what $1,000 is getting you. I'm not sure if that's a studio or they don't have studios. They have one bedrooms. Again, I will try in the near future to get over there and try to get some video footage of these new buildings that are inside the mall as far as the condominium complexes. And I'll work on that. So, see Paul, how's the new webcam? Again, thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it. I am hoping that this new webcam is better. Now, again, the last time I did it on my regular webcam on the computer, and I went out and bought a new webcam because I think it was kind of fuzzy. So I'm hoping the new one is better. Oh, got some comments here coming in. Here, 70K for a one bedroom at Park Point for a 1 year lease. So again, guys, 70,000 divided by 58. So you're talking about, see, I said 58, it'll be 60 at 1,000. So you're probably talking about $1,200 for a one bedroom at Park Point for a 1 year lease. Again, 70,000 pesos. So let me just do the math. I don't want to be giving you guys. I want to give you guys exact numbers. So he says 70,000 divided by 58, $1,206. So again, $1,206 for a place that's attached right to the mall. It's good to know. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate it. Glad it looks better this time. Again, I thought this webcam would make a difference. Sick grandpa. How do you afford to live in the Philippines full time? I actually did a video on this. If you go back and look when I first started my channel, you'll see a video called "Financing My Way to the Philippines" or "Financing My Move to the Philippines." I go over that and break it down everything in detail. I don't hold anything back. I actually give you the numbers, my numbers of how I moved here to the Philippines. So again, you can go back and check out that video. I have an annuity that I can't touch until I'm 59 and a half years old. And again, I moved here when I was 54. I am 55 now. And I put an annuity into action where I'm making like almost 6% on my annuity. So with that annuity, when I turn 59 and a half, I can take that money out and I can reinvest it, and or I can leave the money in there and I can break out $2,400 per month for 10 years. So again, that's just one thing that I did. But most of my money is actually put into CDs. So I can actually live here for the next 5 years. So again, I have some money set aside. I got it in CDs, making roughly, a little bit less than 5% now. I started out at like 5.5% on my CDs, but now I'm getting a little bit less than 5% on my CDs. So again, that's how I'm actually supporting myself here in the Philippines, living off of money from my CDs. Again, that was saved money from selling a boat, selling my cars, selling my condos, and already, money that I already had saved and invested. Hey, Britt, 10:55 a.m. there. Yes, that's correct. 6:55 p.m. in Canada. Beer time for me. Breakfast time for me. Yeah, that's right, man. I'm not a big breakfast guy. I'll eat sometimes when I'm meeting up with friends for breakfast. I usually save up and have that first meal for lunch. But again, appreciate you tuning into the channel. Always a pleasure to see the new guys coming out, or people who've actually watched me for the long period of time. We have someone, see, if any Filipino brings anyone here with her on a date, friend or family member, that's a red flag. Hope that helps you filter out the bad ones. So what they're saying is if someone brings someone on the date with them, if you meet them online and they say, well, I'm too shy to meet in person for the first time by themselves, and they want to bring a date or a friend or a family member with them, that's a red flag. Again, that's new to me. So that's actually some good information. I didn't know that. Appreciate the comment. And again, that is from Coney Poo, 2002. Life as Westwood. Hi, Brent. Interesting to watch your city content while I'm out here in Mindanao province. Our content's real different. Did you enjoy your province trip? Heading to northern anytime soon. I just got back from Mindanao, and my trip was fantastic. It was a very cool place to visit. Can I see myself living there? I'll be honest with you. I haven't visited a single place in the Philippines where I cannot say I could call home. So again, I've been to several of the islands now. I've been down to Dumaguete. I've been to Oslab. I've been to Walwal. I've been to Ormoc, which is in Leyte. I've been to Bohol. I've been to Camotes Island. I've been to Bogo City. I've been to Bantayan Island. I've been to Toledo. I've been to Naga. I've been to Karkar. A lot of different places here in Cebu, of course. And I can stay at any of these places, guys. I picked Cebu because all my friends are here. So again, that's a big choice for me. So again, I stay right here with my friends. But again, I could live anywhere I've been to on any trip. But again, do I have any way of saying, hey, I'm coming down to, forgive me for how to say this, North Cotabato? I don't know where that's at, but again, I will try to make plans to make trips down there in the near future. Coney Poo 2002. You're right. You're right. All the women. I went out came with people. It did not work out. My wife came alone, so I agree because the people they bring does not talking and kills the chemistry. I guess that's a good thing to say. Again, if you bring somebody along, you're gonna have a hard time getting to know the person that you came to meet. So again, that's probably a good comment to bring up. So again, I appreciate the comments with that. Let's see what else we got here. Arnold, click the like for Brett. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Appreciate it. I mean, I'm hoping you guys are getting a lot out of my content. And again, here lately, it's kind of strange to me. A lot of my content recently, when I'm doing my travels, um, has not came across well. I'm not saying it's come off well for somebody who's a beginner like me on YouTube. But again, it hasn't been like my old numbers. And again, I'm not trying to make my YouTube channel all about condos, all about dating, all about budget, all about cost of living. I am trying to show my life here in the Philippines. And again, if some people don't like or want to click my newest content regarding, like, for example, going to a park in a strange location for me, then that's fine by me. Again, I want to show that content because I want to show my interaction with the locals. I think it's a good thing to see where I'm actually going to be having contact with, like, the basketball players. I got a recent one that went up, and I was asking some of the locals there. They were playing basketball, and again, it was right before dark. And I want to show, hey, it's safe to be in Mindanao right before dark because I was actually by myself with no one else with me, and everything went well, went fine. There's some girls that are actually doing a choreographic dance and singing routine. and that was kind of neat. But again, I went there and I asked questions to the basketball players. Again, who's the real GOAT when it comes to basketball? Is it LeBron James or is it Michael Jordan? Hands down, I have not had one person tell me yet it's LeBron James. Michael Jordan is the true GOAT, and that's what they all say. I've asked probably now, counting all the videos I put up, I probably asked about 20 people who's the GOAT, and they all say Michael Jordan. And again, big fans of basketball here in the Philippines. Life at life at life as Westwood. Ignore the analytics with your channel, even if it gets one like. That's more important because it means you gave someone something that they enjoy. I stopped looking at my numbers, views, account, etc. Appreciate it. I mean, again, I'm trying to put up all types of content. Well, I do content on dating, of course. I got some good ones coming up here in the near future. I want to talk to you guys about the dating apps themselves. Talk about the pros and cons of each one. I will also talk about what to look for when you're getting on dating apps for the very first time, things to be wary about. All those types of things are coming up. Again, I don't want to make that all about, on my lives, all about dating and things like that. I wanted to focus more like on Cebu. I mean, what kind of questions do you guys have regarding Cebu City and why did I choose it? What makes it different from all the places I've been so far? And I can go over all those things with you. See, Paul, day-to-day vids are great and informative. I appreciate it. Again, I'm going to do some more videos here of me just walking around IT Park and walking around Business Park. Again, I'm just happen to be more comfortable in the IT Park area. Again, most of my friends live here. But again, I will do some walkabouts in the Business Park area as well. And I will show you guys everything I can possibly find. I'll show you the different parks there, all the things to do. I will actually show you some more nightlife videos coming up in the future. Here we got a question. Tell us about how to apply for housing at Marco Polo, for example. Do they have full occupancy? There is no full occupancy here. So again, if I would say the starting point for me would be to go on Facebook Marketplace. That'd be my very first stop to check out Marco Polo. Again, I'm not sure how many is going to be on there, but you will see something about Marco Polo on Facebook Marketplace. And the next thing is you can actually get a realtor. Again, a realtors over here, they're different from over in the States. But when I actually got my realtor, and again, I will actually in the near future, I'm gonna put my realtor's information on my webpage in the description box and show you guys her information because when I actually came over here and I started living again, my first 2 weeks, I stayed in a hotel. And that was Golden Palace. And then I started staying in, my dad actually found my place at 38 Park. I stayed there for 7 months. And again, he found that on Facebook Marketplace. And then when I came over here to Marco Polo, I actually did a uh, realtor for the very first time. She showed me 9 different places. So my friend Mark came with me. She showed us 9 different condos here at Marco Polo. So again, there's probably plenty here to see. Disconcerting dash. Michael Jordan was the originator, and LeBron is the imitator. Again, LeBron James is good at flopping. And the part I can never talk about enough, talking about the GOAT of basketball, and the biggest stat to me of them all, people say, well, LeBron James, his longevity. Yes, he has played for so many more years than Michael Jordan. I think it's 7 years now, more than Michael Jordan. But again, here's the difference. He stays out of games, doesn't even play some games. He does rest games. I don't know what that's all about. Michael Jordan played like 9 seasons, over 80 games, 9 seasons. There might even be more than that. I know he played. I think 13 total seasons in the NBA. When he was 40, he played over 80 games in one season. LeBron James has done a 80-game season one time in his career. One time. That tells you about longevity. Again, you're talking about a mental guy and a tough guy. That's what Jordan was. Let me get back here. This thing is messing up again. It's doing what it did last time. Here we go. Skirting Dash. Thanks, Britt, for the channel not becoming a date channel. I appreciate it. Those channels get boring, and I don't watch them anymore since I am married. Hate how lots of channels are becoming dating channels. Again, I'm not trying to become a dating channel. I will throw some dating stuff up there because people want to see it. And again, I understand that. You're over in America and you're not having very much luck with dating, and I get that. Again, I will talk about that more on other parts of different videos coming up in the near future. But again, when I came over here, did I watch videos about dating? Of course I did, guys. I can't say I didn't watch any dating videos. I watched dating videos. But I'm going to tell you the one thing that I watched every single day that I thought was the most important to me was budget. I would get up every morning in America and I'd watch videos regarding budget from every YouTuber out there. I watched all types because I wanted to know the bottom, I wanted to know the top, I want to know the in between. I want to know how I could live over here comfortably in the Philippines, and that was more important to me was how I could live comfortably over here in the Philippines. Again, dating is just like a plus. Now, again, what matters to me most is can I sustain on what I had saved and live here in the Philippines full time. That was the most important thing because the last thing I wanted to do was come over here to the Philippines and become broke and become homeless. So I made sure that I had a very good plan when I come over here. And to me, that's more important than dating by any means. Becoming a dating channel helps to grow fast. Of course, it does. The single people are not single anymore. They no longer want to watch. Again, I appreciate that, Dash. Again, I truly appreciate it. Again, I'm trying to be a different channel. I am wanting to do more content than just dating. I want to bring a channel that is informative regarding the Philippines. And I am going to do a lot more coming in the near future. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that is I want to be more with the Philippines people. I want to have them on my page. I want to have a lot more talks. And again, I apologize way in advance if some people can't speak the best English. Again, I'm not here to pick and choose. And again, I know that'd be important. I am going to do my very, very best to pick people who have a good knowledge of the English language. I'll do my very, very best. But again, you never know who you're going to run across when you're out there walking in any of these areas. I'm going to do a lot more walk and talks coming up here in the near future, and I hope that helps you guys out in the near future when you're thinking about your move over here to Cebu. So I want to make you guys very aware of how Cebu is, how the IT park area is, how business park actually area is. Again, those are kind of like bubbles here in Cebu City, being IT park and business park. Again, that's the two bubbles people talk about. But again, I am going to bring to you guys a lot more walk and talks. Again, I'm not sure how you guys want me to do it. You guys can tell me in the near future which one's better. I'm going to do a walk and talk where you actually do not see me. And actually, I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at. And then I'll do some walking talks where you actually see me in the video and you can only see the background. And again, I want you guys to let me know which one is better. Kevin, why would you pick Cebu over Bohol? Bohol has a decent sized city. Tagliarian with everything, but also has perfect white sand and blue waters like Boracay. I'm a beach guy. Are you not? Yes, I am a beach guy. And I'm not saying that I will never end up in Bohol. I have been there twice already. And again, the first time I actually went there with a large group of my friends for a bike ride. Actually, we didn't take our bikes. We actually took a ferry and took no, we took our bikes and had a great time. Loved it there. Great snorkeling. I did not scuba dive when I was actually there on that trip. I was actually there with friends, but no, taking in the different areas as far as the beach, different restaurants and things like that. Again, great place. I can't say I will not end up in Bohol. So I do like the beach. But again, my friends are here in Cebu. And when I first moved here, I did not know where I was going to actually end up staying. I happened to fly over here to Cebu, and people here in Cebu were so pleasantly nice to deal with. And I met some friends from a previous channel that I used to watch. Heisenbach, do you watch NFL football at night, all night. How do you handle the football situation? Can you get NFL tickets? I don't know how to get NFL tickets, but what I can tell you, you can go on YouTube and you can see most of the games. Now, has there been any games where I could not watch? Of course, there's been some blackouts for whatever reasons. I'm not sure. I think it's always been pertaining to maybe not having a full stadium or something like that, or the lack of attendance to a game. But again, you can find most games on YouTube, and there are also bars over here. I'll give out a shout out to the social. The social will actually have football games at the bar. Again, it's a bar restaurant, so you can go there and have some snacks and your wings and enjoy some good food and some drinks and watch football with your friends. So again, the social does put up the football games. So Britt, keep the channel. How's it get so much value out of your channel for condos and for budget? Your growth will be slow but steady, and your views will be more consistent. Appreciate it so much. Again, I'm trying my best to make this channel all about the Philippines. Again, the most important thing when I look at the Philippines is the people. The people here are so delightful to be around, and it has changed me to an extent. But again, I used to be a loud guy, even back in the States. Have I been loud over here? Of course. The things that I've actually noticed, though, and again, I had a problem last night, for example. I actually had some friends over last night. I had Brad and Lynn, George and Karen. I had Mark, Trina. I'm leaving someone out. George and Karen all came over for dinner last night. So there's let's see. So we had two couples. So 4, 5, 6. There were 7 of us here in my one bedroom. And Trina made a delicious meal. And again, we all had a chance to just catch up and have a good meal together. And again, I want things more like that on my channel. Just the camaraderie I have here, the friendships I have here in the Philippines. But again, a lot of those guys don't want to be on YouTube. So again, I am going to get out there and get you guys more of the locals though, coming up. But I am going to try to keep my channel on how I want it to be. Not all about dating, not all about budget. Again, I think it's very important though the cost of living here in the Philippines. Both narrated and you and frame bids will work. Variety will keep it interesting. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Got one from Kevin. Have you looked at Facebook Marketplace at houses just outside of town? You get a killer 2 or 3 bedroom house with a new kitchen and vaulted ceilings. I wonder why people pay so much for smaller places. I think the reason people do the smaller places is because they're trying to be right here in the city when they first move here. And again, I think I have got to that point where I've been here for 14 months now. I don't see any issues of moving outside the city now that I have a car and a motorbike. So I don't see any problems there whatsoever. And again, I will start looking at houses. Again, I have a lease now for another 5 to 6 months. I forgot how long. I did a 1-year lease starting I think in August. So again, I think I've been through 7 months already. So I have 5 or 6 more months left on my lease. But again, I will look outside the city because I wouldn't mind trying a house for the first time here in the Philippines. And again, also I wouldn't mind looking at Bohol and looking at a beach house and seeing how much I can get a beach house for. Again, just to try something new. Again, I can travel anywhere I want here, so it's not anything holding me back. Again, I have met some great friends though, and again, that's gonna be tough to get away from. You're even giving me the price. 2 to 3 bedroom houses below $500. Now, again, I pay less than $500 here, and I have a 1 bedroom condo. And again, the reason I think I say this, why do I need 2 or 3 bedrooms? Family does not come and visit me. And if I have guests that come over like last night, I had a bunch of people over last night having dinner. Not one of them stayed here. And again, because they have their own condos to go back to. So again, I look at it as being more to heat, more to cool. Well, actually, I won't be heating because you guys know that over here in the Philippines, 80 to 100 every single day. Does not matter if it's raining, doesn't matter the weather outside, 80 to 100 every single time. So again, it doesn't matter about weather, 80 to 100. Nice start to your channel. Because from Sandcastle, you are a real guy. I appreciate it. Some of the vloggers just assume the expats have no game. Some of us have game. Thanks again for the content. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I mean, I would consider myself being a very talkative guy, and even back in the States, I mean, I would say, hey, just being as a normal guy, I would think I have game because I can talk to about anybody. But again, my game here in the Philippines is different from my game back in the States. My game here is to try to gain very close friends and have those very close friendships. And that's important to me because I think that life is better off with those friendships. And that's a problem I had back in the States is actually I moved down south for a job to southern Alabama, down to Birmingham, Alabama. I moved there not knowing but one person, and that one person owned the company that I worked for, and he happened to get married. And then once he got married, didn't have time for his friends anymore because his wife says, I'm putting my foot down," and said, "Jody, you can't go out with your friends anymore. You're in a relationship now. You're married, so you can't go out and do anything." I hope he's watching this. But but again, and then I found myself, when I actually moved from Birmingham and I moved down to Gulf Shores, Alabama, I went out all the time to local bars. I even tried churches, guys, to meet people. I even tried pickleball to meet new friends. Now, again, in pickleball, I did meet some couples. I didn't meet any people that are single, but the problem I had was those couples never invited me to go do anything. I mean, we could have went out to eat dinner afterwards, and they always told me, "Oh, we finished up pickleball and we're hot and we're sweaty. We don't want to go out and do anything afterwards." I'm like, "Well, I could have went home and taken a shower, and then we could have met out." But that just never happened. But again, I tried my best. I tried everything. I went out all the time trying to meet people, and when things didn't work out very good in Gulf Shores meeting new friends, I actually went over to Pensacola, Florida, which has actually made it a drive for me to work. And I stayed there for 6 months doing the exact same thing. Going to local pubs, going to restaurants, eating out, and just I met acquaintances. I never met friends. And friends is very important, I think, as we get older. Visit my place, Baguio City. That's BGC. I think that's what that means. BGC. I am definitely going to try out, I guess maybe a different area, but I am definitely going to BGC for sure. But Baguio City, if it's here in the Philippines, I will try it. So again, thanks for tuning in. Brett, you make a good point. Me and my wife are doing the condo for a bit, then moving to a house. Again, I think it's very good to start out in a condo. And the main reason why is you're going to be close to shopping and restaurants. And that's a big, big plus when you're coming over here for the first time. You may not have access to a motorbike or a car. So again, you're moving over here and you're new to the Philippines. Maybe you visited before, maybe you haven't. Again, I moved here sight unseen. I had never been here to the Philippines, never even been to Asia. All of my travels were to like Dominican Republic, the Caribbean area. And again, I've been to Jamaica 18 times in my lifetime on all trips for all inclusive resorts. I've been to Mexico probably at least 10 to 15 times. I've been to Dominican Republic 4 times. I've been to different parts of Mexico. So again, I love that type of lifestyle of being in a Caribbean style lifestyle. And again, that's what you get over here in the Philippines. Exact same thing. But again, I do think person should start out here in the Philippines. If you've never been here and visited, start out in a condo or a hotel if you're not being here for a long term. Stay in a condo because you can have access to the shopping, the restaurants, and you'll have a better chance of meeting friends also by going to these local coffee shops. I don't think you're going to find that too much out in suburbs. Bear with me. I'm going through here. Once you have a car and a motorbike, you don't mind being away from the city. That's true. I mean, I do have a car now, and I do have a bike. So again, I've actually had the bike. I bought my bike like the first month I lived here. I already knew I was going to like it after a month, so I went ahead and bought my bike right away immediately. Didn't even think about, didn't even hesitate. I'm loving the Philippines. This is where I'm staying, so this is my new home. So I bought a motorbike my first within. I'm talking about within my first month. And then my dad watched my scary driving here when I did the YouTube. No, I did the webcam on my helmet. He actually saw how dangerous the driving was here, which I don't think it's dangerous, but he wanted me to have a car, and also he thought it'd be better for dating and also for doing my grocery shopping and things like that. And now it's actually kind of nice having a car, so I can pick up my friends in the car. But again, yeah, I have no problem whatsoever now getting outside the city. Eventually, I probably will. And again, I will probably be looking at a beach community in the near future. And I say near. I mean, I got a lot of life in front of me. I hope. You never know who you're going to pass. But I'm hoping I got a lot of life left in me. Again, I'm 55. I feel young still, so hopefully I will still have lots and lots of years to try out different places in the Philippines. Gurkha 9. I came from a three-bedroom house in the West and never lived in a condo in the city. So for me, in Cebu, condo living is just fine in the heart of the city. Everything is within. Again, that's a huge thing. Shout out for that comment. I mean, that's what makes these things so good. Is when you get these condos over here, you usually have access, especially in the high rises right here in IT Park and Business Park. You're going to have access to every accommodation you could possibly think of. The movie theaters. So if you want to go on a date, you got the movie theaters. If you want to go on a friend outing. You have all the restaurants. And I'm talking about all the westernized restaurants. And again, that's very important to understand. You're not going to find the westernized restaurants outside these bubbles. So again, I like having westernized food. I like going to a Chili's and or going to TGI Fridays or going to a Texas Roadhouse. That's just me. So again, that's very, very important to me to live here in the city because I do like those restaurants. Again, last night was a complete Filipina dish. And I loved every part of the meal, every part of the meal. So again, I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. Next comment comes from Ben. Hey, Britt, how's it going? It's going good, man. I can't complain whatsoever. Loving it over here. I'm new to your channel. I've seen some of your videos, but first time commenting. I believe I like the variety of content. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm trying to be different from all the rest of some of the blog. I mean, not saying all, a lot of the vloggers. I mean, it's. I think it's so important to be original, and I'm trying to be original. And again, does that make my YouTube channel grow slower than probably normal? Probably does. And again, because I put up a video, I think just the other day. I mean, I was used to getting like on my videos regarding like condominiums, for example. I'll put up my condo videos. I actually got a lot that I got 19 and 20,000 views on. And then the latest ones got between between 4 and 15,000 views. And then I put up a video where I'm talking to the locals while I'm doing a walk on the boardwalk. I posted it probably about half a day ago, and it's only got 500 views. Whereas if it was a condo video, I probably would already be up to about 2,000 views already. Or if I put up a dating video, it'd probably already be at 3,000 views already. I'm not going to make it all about those things, though. I mean, will I give you guys that content when it comes available? Yes, because people have to understand to get these interviews at these condominiums it takes a lot of work because they actually have their own marketing team. So again, they're told, "Hey, this is not the best." I think the reason it came more accessible at the beginning for me when it came to the condominium videos is because they're brand new. Whatever advertising they can get or any marketing they can get, I think they wanted it because it gives them any chance to get more people into their buildings. Again, I think that's the reason. But I am going to try my best, guys, to get into a lot of different houses and condominiums here for you guys in the near future. So look for it. It's coming. I promise you. But I am trying to be original. Going back to your question, I am wanting to be original on my channel. I want to show you guys everything. Another question here, Kevin. Deeper question. When you first arrived, when you found yourself alone in a new place, did you feel lonely or even for even a moment? How did you get on track and start rocking? I almost met friends. I also meet friends easily. All right, that's very, very easy. Before I got started over here on my Philippines adventure, I actually was on YouTube. And it's kind of strange, guys. I never used YouTube for anything ever my entire life. I'm not sure even how long YouTube's been around. I never used YouTube except for how to. For example, if I was at home and I'm looking for how to fix something, that's the only time I would go on YouTube is how to fix plumbing or how to fix a toilet, um, how to find a stud in the wall, for example. I didn't do YouTube except for how to. I used it a lot on boating because trying to learn when I started getting into boating really big. Again, I had a yacht at one point, a smaller yacht, and again I wanted to learn the rules and regulations regarding the boating and watch things regarding bigger boats. So I watched a lot of YouTube then. But again, it was always how to. Again, I didn't really get into this, but again, when I got on YouTube to do searches for where to move to. Again, I didn't start out in the Philippines. I started out in Mexico because I wanted to be closer to home. And Mexico is only a 6 hour plane ride to see my family, which would have been a lot easier. But again, they didn't speak English there. So I ended up in the Philippines. And how that came about, I came across a YouTuber and befriended him, and we became friends. And so when I got over here to the Philippines, he was actually here to greet me. And just so happens that his name was Chris, and on his YouTube channel, he actually had a group meeting that took place once a week in the morning. I think it was either on Tuesday or Thursday mornings. His very first meeting I went to, I met all the guys I'm still hanging out with. So these guys are still my friends from a year ago, guys. So again, I can't say enough about group meetings. Now, again, if you guys come over here, I am going to try to put together a group meeting like what he did in the near future and try to do meetings on Tuesdays. But here's the thing. There's already a group meeting taking place right now. This coming up Tuesday, I am going to attend that meeting again, and I will post it on my YouTube channel and show you guys what happens during these meetings. Again, they're meeting up for breakfast, having their coffee, having their pancakes and eggs and everything like that at a very good restaurant here for breakfast, and just talking about Philippines. And there's guys in that group that have been here for 15 years. So imagine what you can learn from these guys. So again, these group meetings are great to meet new people. And again, there's already one here set up in the Philippines. If you guys want to check out his page, you can befriend him on YouTube. On Facebook. His name is Jack, Jeck. Last name is Kus. And again, go on his Facebook channel and check him out. Again, he has a group meeting every Tuesday at 10:30 at Center Mall, which is actually in Business Park. Another question here from Ben. Baguio City is the highest city in the Philippines. It's northwest of Manila, up in the mountains. Ah, okay. So it's not BGC I was thinking about. I thought that would be that's Baccaloid or something like that city. I understand now. So again, I will check out. I do want to go to the mountains because I've heard that it's a lot cooler up there, and I would like to be in a cooler climate. So again, I'm going to check out every place. I am going to start traveling a lot more, guys. I've been here for 14 months, and I'm just now getting into that part where I actually want to do a lot more traveling in the Philippines because I don't know if Cebu's my final destination. I can tell you this though, my friends play a big part in that. I have some very good friends here, so that makes a big difference. But I will travel up into Manila, check out BGC, check out Makati, and also check out Baguio City. So I really appreciate that comment. Douglas, Britt and I will be in Cebu in 4 weeks at 38 Park Avenue or Salina. All right, so you're coming here in a month. Man, I'm going to do a toss up. If it were me, I'm going to say 38 Park Avenue because all my friends are here. But again, at Solanea, is it nice? Of course it is. That's in Business Park. And the mall happens to be a lot larger in center. The center mall is a lot bigger than the IT Park Mall, which is Central Block Mall. Again, both of them are Ayala malls. So you have Ayala Center Mall, which is the one in Business Center, and then or Business Park, and then you have Ayala Central Block in IT Park. Again, I like IT Park better. So if again it were me, I would say automatically I'd go to 38 Park. But again, I started out in Business Park and I was there for about 2 weeks. Again, I didn't give it much of a chance because all my friends were over in IT Park. Here we got Sandcastle. Mexico is fun, but I will not go back. People say you can walk anywhere and feel safe in Southeast Asia. Big plus. I have never, in the 14 months I have been here, I have never felt unsafe whatsoever. And I have been out, had a few too many drinks, and I have been out by myself in probably one of the worst areas they say you could probably be in, which is no, I almost forgot the name of it. Square. It'll come to me in a little bit. But again, I've been late night, 2, 3 in the morning, a few too many drinks, and Mango Square. Yeah, sounds right, Mango Square. And I have always felt safe. Trina K. Hi, champions. Britt is enjoying the StreamYard. I am. I'm liking how I can put up the questions and comments on the screen. I'm actually liking that a lot. I think it's a lot better platform than just using YouTube where you cannot put up people's questions. So thank you so much for commenting. Thanks for watching. Untamed Patriot. I was stationed in Germany and loved it. I enjoy your channel, and one day I will come and visit and live within the next 2 years. I enjoy the single videos and honesty and the malls and restaurants. I'll put out some more videos, guys. I mean, I haven't done that in a while as far as the restaurants and the malls. I'm gonna put out some more videos for you guys. I'm gonna do IT Park again. And I'm gonna show you guys the best restaurants to eat at IT Park. I'm gonna show you the again where I meet my friends here at the Starbucks at IT Park. So you guys have a good idea where it's at when you guys come to visit. Again, most of the time we're actually there between 10:30 and 11. Almost every single day they come there to visit at Starbucks. And again, it's attached to IT Park. Central Block Mall. It's right above the Metro grocery store. So again, you go to the mall and you see Metro grocery store. That's where you're going to be heading to. It's right above that. But appreciate that. But come on, as I've been telling everybody, I'll leave the light on for you. One blogger said 2 times in the last 2 weeks that the airports are not accepting onward tickets, throwaway tickets. I would like to know the truth on this because I am coming in May. Now, again, I watched YouTube videos before I came over here, and I watched a lot of YouTube videos. So I had an onward ticket. I think I paid $5 or $10, wherever that is, and it worked for me. And again, I had heard from people that were on YouTube doing videos that they actually came back to America after being here for a certain amount of time, and they went back to America and came back, and they had to have that ticket. Again, I'm not sure what the rules and regulations state. Most of the time, they want you to be leaving the Philippines because when you first come here, now you're allowed 30 days. And again, once you're up that 30 days, then you get to go on to the next 30 days, and then you get to do 2-month extensions. But again, I would say get it to be safe. From Ben, how do you like driving your car there? And bumps or benders yet? I'd be worried about being blamed for an accident. I've been driving here the entire time I've been in the Philippines. I got my license here in the Philippines, so I got a local driver's license. I converted it from my US to Philippines, and again, no issues whatsoever. I don't have a scratch on my car from a ding, no accidents. Knock on wood, I have no accidents. But again, everything has went fine, guys. I mean, I don't. It's no worse than driving in Atlanta. I can tell you that Atlanta, Georgia, and by far a lot better than driving in New York. So again, no problems here. The roads are fine. There's no issues. At the beginning, you're going to feel a little unsafe with how the bikers like myself come by you in the middle of the road. You're going to feel a little unsafe. They come on the outside of you. You're going to feel a little bit unsafe, but it's safe, guys, because the bikers are experienced drivers here, so they're going to be pay attention to you. You make it look easy and looks like you enjoy yourself. It's easy to stay healthy. I have a friend that his name is Mark, and he is a vegan. And him being a vegan, he eats nothing but healthy food. So yes, there's plenty of choices here for you. In fact, just the other day, I went to a sushi restaurant with him. Actually, he didn't go with me. He suggested I go there, and I went with George, and we ate at the sushi restaurant. Very good restaurant, by the way. So again, you'll have some choices. I was watching another vlogger in Iloilo and like it now, considering Cebu or Davao. Spelling, what's your favorite? My favorite Cebu City because I mean I've only been here. I mean I haven't been to I think how they pronounce that as Iloilo or however say it. I don't know how to pronounce that. I've heard that's the up and coming Cebu City. Again, it's a smaller town that's becoming more and more like Cebu City. So I have heard that. Again, I haven't been there yet, but I will. Now Davao, I have not been there. I've been to Mindanao only once, but I do have hopeful trips coming up with Chad from Chad Foster Explorers going to Mindanao. We're going to try to travel parts of Leyte, parts of Bohol, go to an island he told me about, and then go into Mindanao and travel parts of Mindanao, which we will be going to Davao and General Santos. Do you have any more upcoming adventures with Chad? We're planning one now. Again, we're still in the planning stages. We were supposed to already have left already, but a lot of things pop up a lot when you're doing YouTube, especially for him. He's got a lot more going on with his YouTube channel than I've got on mine because he does all the editing and all that. Again, I'm not sure if you guys know this. I don't edit. So again, I just merge videos together if I have several videos, but again, I do not edit. And I think that makes my videos a little bit different from most guys because again, I just get on here and start going, sort of like what I'm doing now. I just get on there and start talking to you guys. That's what I like to do. I like just talking. I don't like having things scripted out and trying to take things out. I try to make not to make many mistakes like I just did, like saying things over and over again. I'm a fast talker, so again, I don't have to work on slowing that down for you guys. I do have trips coming up with Chad in the near future. Next question. IT Park is a busier area with more 24/7 places. That is true. That's the reason part of the reason I like it. It really depends on your preference. But being retired, I prefer Business Park, walking distance to Landers and more. Very true. Landers is very again, I have a car, so I would not go to Landers unless, and again, he's talking about a place over here, guys. It's sort of like Costco back home. It's a big. You got to buy a membership to be a member of the company, which is called Landers. It's like a big Costco where you have access to everything westernized. And again, you can buy your steaks there. You can buy all your goods there. I find the same exact things in Metro. Again, I don't shop anymore. So again, that's the big thing with me. I don't do any more shopping as far as for groceries. I might do that in the near future because again, we had dinner here last night and I thought it was amazing. So what I put together with my friends, we're gonna start doing this once a week. We're gonna get together at someone's condo and start having dinners together. Because again, it was an amazing time last night. I love seeing them and it makes it for a good time when you have your best friends around you. How far can you use a credit card before you can have to use cash? Most of the places here take credit cards. And I'm talking about all the restaurants, the malls, they take credit cards. I was at the beginning, I'm cash everything. I am on a budget. Now again, I never reached my budget, so I find it very nice to use cash. Again, my budget was never reached as far as a monthly budget. So what I started doing is breaking it down into a daily budget. My daily budget is 4,000 pesos per day. Um, and I never reached 4,000. And again, I'm going to try to do some things today that are going outside of budget. I'm going to take a friend of mine. We're going to go do massages. But again, I love massages. It's a big part of my life. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Again, it still doesn't touch budget though, not 4,000. And easily to get to 2 and 3,000 if you're buying, a lot of food and a lot of restaurants and things like that. You can. But most places here take credit cards. Paul, good question. How often do you visit the States? I have been here for 14 months and I have not visited the States not one time. I am hoping to get my family here first. I want them to see how good the Philippines is. I mean, third world country, third world country. You know how that works. This is a city, guys. This is not third world country. You guys can think what you want. This is a city, just like any city in the United States. And I love it here. So again, I'm trying to get them here. I'm trying to convince my brother it's time to hang up the car business boots and get over here and have boots on ground over here in the Philippines. But I do have plans. I'll probably go back next year. I'm going to go back and visit family next year for sure. Untamed Patriot. Credit cards mainly impact the malls. Taxis and other, yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, Gcash is a big thing over here. I'm going to do a video just about Gcash because Gcash is a huge thing to have here. I use Gcash for everything. As soon as I do the transfer from Wise, uh-oh. Sorry, guys. I got to do a quick. My battery's going dead. So I got to plug up my. I have to plug up my. I forgot to plug it up before I started. I got to plug up my laptop before it goes dead. There we go. Sorry, guys. And again, Gcash is a big thing. Taxis, they do take Gcash and they do take cash, Gcash and cash. They don't take credit cards. That's your taxi drivers here. Good question, Untamed Patriot. The group that meets on Tuesdays, I'm sure there's some veterans in that group that meet on Tuesdays at Jack's group. So again, you can become a member of that group and go to all their meetings. Again, I am going this Tuesday, so I'll be doing a live, not a live. I'll be doing a video though that I will post regarding that group. You guys will see how good that group actually is. Again, so much knowledge in there. There's guys that have been here for like 15 years that have nothing but knowledge about the Philippines. You guys will have a big taste of that coming up sometime next week. Again, I'm going to go to the meeting on Tuesday morning. So sometime on Wednesday or Thursday, I'll post that video. Much appreciated. I will visit the States if I need to go to a funeral. Oh, that's a good one. So the only time you'll actually visit the States if you're going for a funeral. Well, I'm hoping not to have any of those in my family. Well, guys, I am all caught up on all your questions. I only meant for this to be a test. I wasn't planning on doing this for an entire hour. But again, I appreciate you guys so much for taking the time out of your busy schedules to watch my live today. Uh-oh, starting to get questions already. Let's see what here. I still need to get my Gcash verified. I wouldn't keep too much in. I keep a lot in Gcash. I usually transfer 10,000 pesos at a time. And I've had Gcash the entire time I've lived here. Again, no problems whatsoever with Gcash. That's just me. Again, I understand your concerns, but again, I've never had any problems. Wow, finally caught you live. Love your videos. I'll be there hopefully in a few months. Come on, John. I'll be here. I'll leave the light on for you. All right, I'm starting to get more guys here. I guess let me go. I'll go for a few more minutes. Actually, I was getting ready to give up because I ran to the end of my questions, but people were starting to show up a little bit. Again, thanks so much. I'd appreciate you guys if you hit that like button, like they're saying. I am brand new to YouTube. I don't know nothing about algorithms. I don't know anything about how I get more viewers, how I get more subscribers. All I know is I'm actually starting to enjoy YouTube a lot. It's actually enjoyable to do. I really love these lives, guys. And I mean, I truly appreciate it. Ah, look who's with me. Kevin! Yo, 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 yo! Missing you, man. I know how much you dread being back in America. I know you dread it. I know I would. But hang in there, man. You're still a lot younger than I am. You got a lot of more years to work. And once you get things figured out and get things going on the right direction as far as getting things in savings and getting some CDs set up, investing a little bit in the stock market, again, I would tell you also start putting a little bit into annuity when you can. I mean, the annuity is going to be a big thing for when you retire. And again, my annuity is going to bring me in $2,400 a month. I could live off my annuity. So, for example, hypothetical, if Social Security takes a leap in faith off the bridge and there is no more Social Security. My annuity is enough for me to live on. So again, annuities, guys, annuities. And my annuity is actually secured by the state of Florida. So it actually it's insured. Next question. Do you still keep a residence back home? Yes, I keep a residence back home. So I still get not much mail anymore. My dad could tell you. But I don't get a lot of mail, I'm sure. But I do have a residence back home for important reasons. So yes, I have a forwarding. I got an address back home. I'm not sure about liquidating. I liquidated again. I moved here sight unseen. I sold everything that I actually owned, and I moved here. So again, no issues whatsoever for me. Again, I love it here in the Philippines. It's not maybe made for everybody. I can't sit there and say because I am happy here and I love life here, I can't say that you guys are going to be happy. So don't think, oh yeah, I better listen to that Brit guy. He says it's amazing over there, and I'm going to love it. I have become more energetic. I have become a happier person. I have become, here's the biggest part now. Here's the biggest thing for me. I have become happier just being alone. What I mean by that is I'm home a lot sometimes, and I'm happier being at home alone. Whereas in the States, I wasn't so happy with that. But again, I'm happy here alone in the Philippines. What's up, dude? I am going to go to Battalion Island here soon. I am going to make a trip. I am going to make uh, a schedule to go there very soon. I love it there. It's one of my favorite places to visit. And also, now that I'm on YouTube, so again, I wasn't on YouTube back then. Now that I'm on YouTube, Battalion Island would be a great place to start my adventure as far as traveling because it's the first place I visited in a different island. So again, I want to start it out there on YouTube and show you guys why Battalion Island is so great. Thanks, man. Missing you. I wish you were here. Moderate on less family life. It helps if you have a few people to screen comments and remind you people to hit the like. Thank you so much. Again, I will try to mention that, about the like button. I didn't know how important that is. So I'm guessing you're saying that's pretty important for me to get likes while I'm doing a live or even doing my videos. So for all you guys that are out there, there's 46 of you guys watching me right now. Hit that like button. Tell me I'm doing a good job for you guys. And I'm trying. I promise you I am trying my best to make this YouTube channel work for not only me, but for everybody that's out there watching. Got another comment here. Info interest. How long would 120,000 last me there? Good question. All right. So we're going to do some math here real quick. 120,000. They're going to do it at 0.4%. So that 120,000 will make you $4,800 per year on a basic CD right now. Now, again, I'm putting in 4%. You can find some that are like 4.15, 4.25%. But again, I'm putting in 4%, so you can make about $4,800. But I'm going to do it with no investing, taking 120,000 and living here in the Philippines off of 120,000. $6 years. Are you going to have the best life? That's living on 20,000, a little bit less than let me just get the budget so I can kind of give you guys what I'm usually at between 1,700 and 2,200 US dollars per month. So you got 20 divided by 12. You guys can see that. Oh, it's actually upside down. That's $1,666. You can make it happen. You can do it, man. So 6 years with no investments off of 120,000. Not going to be a problem. You can make it happen here in the Philippines. Again, you're going to have to watch your budget. Now, again, you can live on quite less than 120,000. I mean, 120,000 on 6 years. You can do it where you're living on. I got people here told me you can get as low as. I'm not going to say you could go much lower than this. 1,200. That would be my minimum. I am not going below 1,200 per month. But again, would I rather live here on 1,200 than live in the States on 1,200? Of course. I'd rather be here in a heartbeat. So again, 120 will last you 6 years here in the Philippines without any investing going on with that $120,000. Nope, just read that one. Have you worn any protective riding gear there? If so, I have not worn anything at all. I wear my shorts, I wear my slip on shoes, and I wear my breathable t shirts. And again, breathable. You come over here with your regular t shirts, you're going to want to switch to breathable. But again, no, I don't wear anything protective. Again, knock on wood, I have not gotten in an accident. But I thanks so much, Ben, for commenting. Ben, saying hello to you, Ray. All right, guys, if you don't mind, I've been on here for an hour and 17 minutes. I'm going to call it a day. I know things can change, but is your current mindset that you will live outside the U.S.? I will live outside the U.S. for the rest of my life. That's a guarantee. I love it here in the Philippines. Can I say I'm going to live here for forever and ever? I wouldn't mind trying out Thailand because I've heard so much about it. Again, I've heard so much about Thailand. I'd like to just. I'm not saying I'm going to do it long term, but again, would I like to go over to Thailand and try it out for like 2 months and see what the kind of living is over there? Of course. And again, that came from Joe. Want to know if I would, that if I have my. This is where I'm living. I'm going to be living here in Asia for sure. Yes, I would steer clear of cotton shirts or unless you're like being wet. That is true. Good answer. Is life better for you there in the Philippines? Is life for you better in the Philippines or in America? Let me see. Where to start? I can go back to America and I can work 12-hour days, 5 days a week, sometimes on Saturday, and have no life whatsoever besides just work and being tired all the time. Or I can not work and live here in the Philippines and get to do what I want when I want, wake up when I want, go to sleep when I want, go wherever I want, and never have to worry about money. All the stresses that I had. Again, I made good money back in the States. You got to imagine, I probably spent on a regular month somewhere between, I don't know, six and $10,000 per month on living there. And again, probably not. I lived a good life. Again, I had the Corvettes, I had Jeeps, I had a smaller yacht, I had a 36-foot yacht. Again, I lived life good over there. But again, nothing compared to the happiness I have here with not having near as many trinkets that I have here. I only have a few trinkets here, and my life is good, guys. But I have no problem with the Philippines apart from the climate. Again, there are areas. Again, somebody mentioned it earlier. You can actually go in northern Manila, and you can go to Baguio City, where it's actually going to be a mountain area. You can actually live there, and it's going to be cooler. Again, I've had people actually, friends of mine who actually visited there. You need jackets, and I can't imagine needing a jacket anywhere that I've been. But again, he said he needed a jacket at night. So again, you're talking about being in the 70s as far as during the day, and actually getting into the 60s at night. So you have choices here, guys. All right, Ben. I'll see you, man. You have a good day now. All right, Ray. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. Leave the light on for you. Not a problem. Thanks, Untamed Patriot. They think they're just now showing up. All right, Ben. You have a good one. Tag it to pay is quieter. Good base for me. All right, give me some examples. Tell me why it's better. Appreciate it, Yoda. What's going on, man? I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys all of you guys. I appreciate you all. I mean, I love being on here. It's an amazing feeling. I actually like this a lot better than I like doing videos. I am still getting to the point where I'm doing the videos. Again, you can probably see the difference between me on here and differences on me doing a video. I am still working on you guys seeing the true me coming out in my videos. All right. You guys have a great one. I went way over what I thought was going to be a test. Again, I appreciate you guys so much. You are my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Till next time, I love the Philippines.